Hi guys, my name is Emily DeSimone. I'm here with the Garden State Film Festival with Marin Lavelle and Matt Steiner. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing
Good.
well. Excited to be here talking about our film Wendy and Garden State Film Festival.
Yeah, so Marin, you are the director and producer, and Matt, you are the writer and co-producer of this film, Wendy.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
So
yeah.
can you guys, tell our viewers a bit about the film before I dive into questions?
Yeah, for sure. So Matt had actually written the script back in 2019 for a project we were working on called Thank You Five, which was about stage managers, just living their lives in New York City. And we kind of brought it out of the woodwork in 2021 when we were like, hey, this is a great script. We should make it.
Yeah. And so the film follows an eighth grader who is falling in love with the actress who's playing Juliet in the middle school production of Romeo and Juliet. And I wanted to, so my day job is as a teaching artist. I've been an educator in New York City for over 15 years. And I was interested in writing this big over the top love story for my students who identify as queer, because as someone who grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, there were just so many movies that told me as a cis straight white guy that I deserved love. All I have to do is be courageous enough to go after it. So we kind of wanted to create a film that said that to a new community.
Yeah.
I love that. So tell me, what inspired this specific writing for this? What helped you come up with this script?
Well, again, I work as an educator. I used to, actually, I still do teach a lot of Shakespeare. So that's where that comes in. And I think the idea behind Thank You Five, this larger series that this was a piece of, was trying to put folks in the spotlight who aren't normally the main characters of a story.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so I had written this and put it away. And then you had the idea to go back to your old high school to film.
Right. Yeah. So once we kind of decided that we were interested in making the film 2 years later, I had the idea. I went to a performing arts high school in Delaware called Cad Calloway School of the Arts. And I was thinking about being able to provide those students who were in the place where I was 10 years ago the opportunity to work on, a professional film set with a great film like this. It was written for eighth graders. So we cast their graduated eighth graders, rising ninth grade theater majors. We did workshops with them and had them all on the film, and it was just so amazing to be back where I had kind of developed my artist, mentality at that school, and be able to make this film and share what I've learned all these years with these kids that we cast in the film. So it was a really incredible experience.
So you went back to your alma mater and you cast students at the school?
Yeah, so we cast, we had their eighth grade theater class, and we auditioned them and did workshops with the audition workshops with them. And we ended up casting Ava Raimi as our lead Wendy and Lexi Rubin Can as Cassie, the Juliet that Wendy's falling in love with. And they were great friends, so they had amazing chemistry on screen. And yeah, we just got the run of the school for a weekend and made our film.
That's awesome. So I think it's so cool that you guys got to get into a school and work with kids like that. How did they take to doing this? Was this their first time really doing a film?
Yeah, so this is, happening with kind of COVID in the background. And this actually was the students, correct me if I'm wrong, but the students' first opportunity to perform live with each other in person. And it was at the end of their school year. So it was kind of the only opportunity they had as eighth grade theater students to perform with each other. And they were phenomenal. I had the pleasure of acting with them. I played their middle school theater teacher, Mr. Hansen, in it. And they were so professional, so passionate about getting this story out there and being able to be a part of this story. And they were wonderful to work.
Yeah, and also, it was really amazing working with the students who, a lot of whom identified very vocally as queer or gay or bi or lesbian or LGBTQ. So they were very vocal about how excited they were to be a part of this project and spread that message and have the opportunity to build this story with us. So that was really rewarding as well.
So you're saying COVID in the background. When did you guys film this?
We filmed in June of 2021. So, it was the second COVID summer where, we were going through the highs and lows of that. So yeah, they hadn't had a chance. They were mostly online for their school year that entire year. Some would come in person, but they were all kind of on Zoom. And typically they would have multiple main stage performances as well as showcase performances where they'd get to perform live and in person with each other. But our film shoot was the only opportunity they got to do that in 2021.
So how would you say COVID affected this process for you? Did it have anything to like that made it different than other experiences in filming for you guys?
I mean, other than the extra precautions, obviously that we took on set, in my experience, I feel like it just added to the hunger and passion and drive that these young actors had to approach the material with.
Yeah.
What was it like for you guys? I want to word this as cohesively as I can, to be working with new actors. How do you think that helped strengthen you in your work with this filmography in general?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got a lot out of working with the students and working with young actors. I hadn't done that before. And it was really fun. It was a challenge as a director to be able to figure out how to articulate things to them and pull performances out of them that were authentic to them, but also serving the story. I think something I loved, there was one day, it was the last scene of our second day, and we were filming this scene in a classroom, and Ava, the lead who plays Wendy, was doing the lines back and forth with her teacher, Mr. Hansen, with Matt. And I was giving her some notes and she's like, I'm really tired. And I was like, yes, Wendy's really tired too. So just use how tired you are. And she gives a really lovely performance in that scene. So it was really fun to figure out those kind of the specificity of articulation with them. And I loved working with the students. They're so talented. And yeah, we had a really good time filming with them and also just traipsing around the school.
Matt, how about you? How would you say that this helped strengthen you in this world of film, working with kids for the first time and helping direct and whatnot with these?
Oh, I mean, again, they were pros. They were so excited to be working that honestly, I feel like I kind of got distracted just watching them perform because they were so wonderful and engaged, and they were friends in real life. And so it was honestly a pleasure to watch Marin work with these young actors and kind of pull these performances out of them. And then just to be on screen, I mostly acted with Ava, to be on screen with someone who kind of was just listening and responding. Encouraged me to simplify and do the same.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome to get to work with kids like that. I haven't really I've acted some stage theater with kids, but I feel like film, because these are I keep saying kids, but they're preteens. They're growing. They're putting their ideas out in the world. This film, this film is spreading such a popular but very meaningful, very current message.
Yeah.
Relevant to what is going on today and has been going on forever. So it's really beautiful that you guys are bringing something forward that really helps.
Sorry to cut you off. It is and has been meaningful to us to work on and now be promoting a story that is about love and that is about how everyone deserves love in a time when folks around our country are being erased with laws in Texas and Florida, and when there's a general cultural backlash against folks for being who they are. So as filmmakers, as artists, as allies, we're honored to be able to participate in a narrative that says, F that, love belongs to everybody. And we're going to show you a big old queer love story right now.
Yeah.
I think as was it Lin-Manuel Miranda that said love is love is love?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So is there any advice that you guys want to give to other directors and writers and producers that either are working with kids or just want to spread like a message that is as big as something like this?
Yeah. I mean, something I always love to say that I feel like I've heard that's helped me is like, just get out there and make something. And that was part of the message that we wanted the students to have in working with us, is like, you can make a film on your phone. You can go do it tomorrow. You can make a film and put it in a student film festival. Like, you can start your repertoire now. If you're passionate about making stories, you don't have to sit around and wait for someone to cast you in a part or to give you money to make a thing. Like, just make it happen. And then I think, especially working with students and younger actors, giving them the space to exist as they are, and come to the story with the experiences that they already have, and using those to imbue the character with, the real life experiences and anxieties and nuances that these 14-year-olds are already experiencing in their everyday life. So just kind of leaving room for them to be who they are in the characters that you've written.
I would also say too, in all of our films, we're always trying to center a character or a topic or a theme that maybe isn't talked a lot about in society. So often our films are about people who do not look, sound, or feel like us. And so we have discovered, as the creators that we are, that it's always important to have someone in the room who does identify with that character, because there are subtleties that one can only know through lived experience. And so we've been fortunate enough on this film and all of our films to have these amazing collaborators working with us to make sure these films are as authentic as they are fun and engaging.
Well, so if you can let me know real quick, what inspired you to enter into the Garden State Film Festival?
Oh,
well, we're recent New Jerseyans.
Yes, we moved to Montclair, New Jersey in September of 2021, and from New York City, and we absolutely love it. So that was a big part of it. This will be our first New Jersey premiere. Yeah.
And as we were working on our last film, Keeper, we were taking it through the festival circuit. Garden State Film Festival kept on coming up, no lie. And so we were like, we have to submit to this. We got to get into this one. So we're actually quite stoked to be now, premiering in our home state, our new home state.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're so happy to have you. I mean, and how does it feel to be accepted in?
Oh, it feels
amazing.
Great. I can't wait. We're going to be down there every day, all the events, watching everyone else's films too, which is such an amazing part of film festivals, building community, seeing the other work that's out there, and getting inspired to go into our next project.
Well, we are so happy to have you. Thank you so much, Maren and Matt, for taking this time with me today. Guys, you can see the film Wendy on Sunday, March 26th at Asbury Lanes from the block 2:45 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. Thanks again, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Nice to meet you.
You too.